Make sure to check out my channel for more videos just like this. What is going on, people? It's your boy Mrbucketlist, and here we are today on my Norwegian breakaway cruise, and we're in Mexico. Now before we get started, here's a quick summary of the video itself. Alright, so of course, like usual, you stop at a port. This is not a tender port, so you can literally just walk right off the boat. With that said, this port is extremely busy. When we were there were at least 5 different cruise ships around, so just be prepared, there's going to be a lot of people. But the good thing about that is you get some really nice views, so check out all these different cruise ships I was able to see. Now this time around I did actually get my excursion through the cruise ship, so it wasn't any third-party excursion because I knew the port was going to be so busy. I didn't want to take any chances. And then with that said as well, because the port is so busy, you do have to take a ferry, so it's not a tender port, but if you take any type of excursion, you have to ride this ferry that's going to take you to your actual location. Now, as far as this ferry itself, I actually had, of course, I had to ride it twice to go there and get back. The first time around, I actually rode on the top of the ferry, and then the second time around, I rode inside the ferry. What I recommend is, and this is a tip, is to definitely ride on the top of the ferry if it's not too hot outside. The reason why I say that is, just look at these beautiful views. You get to see the nice ocean and different cruise ships and just your surroundings. Not to mention on the ride back, for whatever reason, the AC wasn't working that well, and there was just a bunch of complaining people, and it was already hot, and to hear people complaining 24/7 about how hot it was kind of drove me crazy. So, just do yourself a favor. If you want to get away from idiot people, just ride on the top. Alright, so now that we've gotten off the ferry, and you can see my lanyards all over the place because it's nice and windy outside, you head to your next portion, which is going to include a lot of walking. So a next tip is be prepared for a lot of walking. Now you do get to walk through some different areas like a mall, and you get to walk past like a school and urban neighborhoods, just different areas, but it is a lot of walking. So thankfully when we went, it wasn't too hot, but if you go in the summer, just be really prepared because it's going to be extremely hot. And then what you do is you head on to your bus. So as far as the bus itself, it's nice, it's air conditioned, it's comfortable. You get this little tour guy who passes around food and also like little items as well for you to touch.
They always like to come here to Mexico and visit Tulum, Chichen Itza, Cova.
And then as far as the bus ride itself, it is pretty scenic. You're going to see some different neighborhoods and just different things in the area. And then you head to your first stop, which is going to be the bathrooms and the wine tasting. Now, I didn't record in the bathroom, but it was nasty looking, so just be prepared if you really got to go. It's not going to be the most sanitized place. And then as far as the actual shop, so it was pretty cool. A bunch of little different Mexican artifacts and things like that. But the thing that really stood out to me was when I was looking at the different wines, some guy just randomly came up and started talking to me. And so I didn't know if he was trying to sell me something or what. He was actually a part of the wine tasting, and so he said he was a freelance guy, but he literally had me try so many different types of wines and liquor, and just, I was definitely buzzed by the time I left this little area, so check it out.
Yeah, that's fine. Wow. Okay.
It's traditional.
Wow. Okay.
This is traditional. You like that, and you have to eat it.
Oh.
And then as you can see in the video, some of the different alcohols that we had different insects and bugs and just stuff inside that supposedly gave the liquor more flavors. So, it is what it is. I tried it out. I didn't eat anything, but I tried it out and it was pretty good. Welcome to Tulum. And we have Mr. Senior Frog himself. And around here, you'll also see some little animals walking around. Don't mess with them like the people in my group did. This is their natural habitat as well. Now, to actually get to the Mayan ruins from the parking lot, it is about a 1.5 mile walk. So just be prepared. Like I said, it is going to be just a lot of walking. Then you'll also see a bunch of different shops and just different vendors as well. Or if you want to buy some souvenirs, you'll be able to do so. And then once you actually get inside, they give you a little headset because you'll be walking in a large group and you'll have an instructor. This is our tour guide right here. He'll be doing a lot of speaking and just general information about the area, so make sure you pick up on the headsets. All right, let's go ahead and walk through this cramped little area and actually make it to the site. And as you can see, not only is this place huge, but it is beautiful. Now the area itself is like a huge field. There's so many different ruins. It's not just one century ruin. It's literally about 20 or 30 of them. So make sure you get a good walking around to see all of them. But one thing I do want to mention to you is this place is extremely hot. So to give you an example, I went here and I literally have never peeled in my life. My skin was peeling for about 2 weeks after my vacation because I didn't put on enough sunblock. So like I said, just be prepared, please. And then right here was pretty cool. So I actually was able to sit and go inside of a Mayan ruin. I didn't realize there was ropes that people had took down, and you're not supposed to do that. And so I apologize, but it was a cool experience to do this. Also around the area, there's these little signs that pretty much tell you about each of the ruins. So make sure you check these out as well. And then if you take this little walkway here, it's going to take you to the beautiful, beautiful beach. Now this beach is included. Now a lot of people in my group didn't bring swimwear, including myself, because we just didn't think the beach was going to be worth it. But it is definitely included, and it's a beautiful area to go in if you're really hot, to go and kind of get wet and kind of cool down a bit. So definitely make sure you check it out. It's also a really good picture spot as well. Alright, so I do have to go on a mini rant, and so what I'll do is I'm going to go ahead and put on a timestamp right here. So click to this portion if you just want to get to the summary and rating. If you want to hear my rant, just keep the video going. Alright, so I'll be honest with you all, I did not like Mexico. It's ironic too because I actually was dating a girl that was from Mexico that really wanted me to go there because that's where she was from, but I can guarantee I'm not going to go back. I heard a lot of different things from different vendors and just people in the area that were just really disrespectful and just didn't make any sense when we were literally coming there to spend our money to see their area. So let me give you an example. I'm not a political person. I can care less about politics and parties and sides, this and that. I've never voted in my life. Could care less about it all. But when I got there, literally the first vendor that we walked past, the guy was like, "Hey, come to my shop if you want to get ripped off and help build that wall." And I'm just like, what? It was just so out of place and out of left field. We all just kept on walking, but then it just kept happening over and over again. And then somebody made a comment about black people. It just was, I'm like, man, what is going on? So, I mean, for me, it was enough. I mean, Jamaica and the Cayman Islands, everyone was nice and literally just wanted to make $1. And then in Mexico, people are just being extremely rude. So I will not be going back. Thank you for listening to my ranting portion. Now here is my summary and the rating. As far as my rating, I would say, maybe try it out. Alright, so before I end the video, I just want to say a big shout out to the tour bus driver, the tour guide that I had at both the ruins and on the bus, and also the little bartender that helped me out as well. They were amazing. It's just the people that were in the shops and around the area in general. just they made me not want to go back. So I mean, the Mayan ruins was one and done for me. But again, I thank you all for checking out this video. I have more different reviews coming out as well, and then check out my other reviews in the Cayman Islands, Jamaica as well. Until then, I'll see you next time. It's your boy, Mr. Bucket List. Peace out.